As you can see, it's a very long unit, very important unit. So what my plan is, if everything goes according to the, the discussion which we had yesterday, that in case we can finish the one on time, which I think we will. All right. So I'm also thinking to add up second unit up to somewhere around, applications in real life. So around 1.5 unit is what I'm targeting. If we can do more, I don't know, because exactly 8 and 8 we hours is what, if we require, then it would be tough. But if you guys can communicate well, quickly, and discuss the things quicker, I think we can manage. All right. So 1.5 unit up to applications in real life is what we'll be covering for the mid sem one. Correct. Right. So let me stop this sharing. All right. Do you guys have a pen and paper with you? Otherwise, quickly grab one. I have something to share to you. As soon as you have the notebook and pen with you, let me know. Acknowledge in the chat so I can, you know, start giving you the things which I want. Quickly grab it, guys. As I said, we are in a quick jeopardy now in this syllabus, at least till the midsem, then we'll be fine. All right, so you guys have it. Okay, wonderful. So write down the first question. So I'm giving you the important question, and then we'll start the discussion. So over the period of time, you can connect things in a meanwhile. All right. What is data mining? What is data mining? Next is major issues in data mining. Third is ADD process and data mining. Fourth is need for data mining. Do you know how to elaborate those questions? I'm keeping it short because I want you to write it quickly and we begin our discussion on the subject. All right. Applications of data mining. Social impact of data mining. Difference between data mining and databases. Yeah, these are the some short important questions. Not saying it's limited to that only, right? But these are the some topics which we need to address over the. And yeah, one more question I think we can add. Classification of data mining systems. શું કે data mining system ને classify કરશું અલગ અલગ categories માં. So these are the some important questions. આના સિવાય બી આવી શકે પણ આ questions આપણે syllabus માં parallelly discuss કરતા હશું. So if you guys have any queries, you may connect them and then ask. All right. Now let me share the screen and question. Everybody is done writing? Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much, guys. Chalo. So the screen is visible. We are starting with the discussion. What is data mining, right? So as I mentioned earlier, we'll be discussing data mining, machine learning, and Veka over the course. Uncover various data mining algorithms also in this syllabus. So now, what is data mining? So data mining, as we discussed yesterday, I tried to revamp some of the PPT as well. So data mining is we are discovering hidden patterns from already available data, right? So if we have a lot of data we saw yesterday, then there are a lot of patterns also, right? We again, I would like to stress on the fact that one data set which you see every day is COVID-19 India.org or COVID-19 worldwide org, whatever it is. So when you see those lots of data, there are numbers where the number of cases are increasing. There are numbers where number of cases are decreasing in terms of active cases. Then there is recovery rate. There is a death or mortality rate. There is number of things and so many things. So when we try to uncover different patterns, we realize that either we are doing good, either we are doing bad. Where are the areas we need to improve? Which are the hardly hit states? The poorly hit states and something like that, right? So as we mentioned in here, extracting knowledge from the data which can be used to make effective decision making. તો અહીંયા એવું કઈ નથી કે જાજી જાજી મળે અને આપણે એમાંથી કઈ કઈ કરીએ. The patterns have to give you direct support for decision making. How can I improve result of 7TD1? If that is a question, so based on the analysis, I should be getting the decision making option. Okay, I need to take extra classes. I need to provide extra resources. I need to change the pattern of teaching, whatever. So, a direct base made decision making no a data mining theme. So that is what the data mining would help us in doing that, right? That is why it is known as base to decision making system. And one more characteristics or one more in terms of definition or keywords, even in the MC to remember is you need to remember that extraction of interesting. So when I say interesting, it has to be non-trivial, it has to be implicit, it is previously unknown, right? So it should not be a more common pattern and it should be potentially useful because there will be a lot of patterns coming when you are doing data mining. But what is that you understand that from a huge amount of data, I need interesting pattern. An interesting pattern should have. So this can be your MCQ. When I say interesting pattern, will it be option number A, non-trivial, implicit, previously unknown, or none of the above, right? So then you have to choose A, B, C as in the option if it is there, or vice versa. But interesting pattern means okay, our characteristics hoy, and it is very tough to identify that in the first go, as I said, right? As I gave you an example, let's work on this particular example. If I want to improve the result of 7TD1, what should I do? What are your suggestions? If you are asked by CC, by mentor, or by your HOD, or your by Dean, if you are answering, then what would you answer? How can we improve 7TD1's results? Good guys, any suggestions, any input you want to give? Okay, first set feedback when they are facing problems, all right. Way of teaching, all right. Gather information, analyze the pattern and work on it accordingly, all right. Okay, so let us elaborate while other people might actually come up with some input, right? Deep is giving analyze which subject needs need extra class. Monitor academic progress. Okay, so my point is like you are computer engineers, you are software engineers, you are about to become, like you're already facing the placement, so you are about to become graduates also. So again, when I say improvement in the results, you understand. Tell me, guys. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Improvement in terms of what? Academic growth? Really? Like my question is that, okay, somebody saying by making them do productive work, all right? I'll give you a simple example. I think on Instagram, when you are watching certain, exploring particular thing. Okay, getting a job is also quite easier. If that is improvement, I think we can do that easy. So a lot of people would have seen one post related to Sachin Tendulkar's son, one side, other side, one guy who has scored 1,000 run in an under 15 or something, right? And a lot of people are saying there is a nepotism that that particular guy is doing so good and it's not selected, whereas Sachin Tendulkar's son is getting option. Yes or no? How many of you have seen that photograph? All right. Now, that person who scored 1,000 run in a match. So those who know cricket, it's like insane, even bigger than insane, scoring a 1,000 run. But very few people know that that match was played between a very huge age group difference, right? So those players playing against the person who scored 1,000 runs were very young compared to him. Second thing, they were both not they're both not in the same league of the standard also. So it's like, if Spain or France plays soccer with India, of course, to score probably 5, 7, or 10 goals compared, considering that we are still not as good as them, right? Or even if that is even tough competition. But let's say a very low level Indian football league team competing with the Europe champions or some other team, so they are going to score a, but that comparison does not show that you are growing, right? Or you are doing great. Same ways, when I give you an example here, academic growth. So there has to be parameters. Academic growth means we want them to be technically sound. Academic growth means technically sound plus the marks. Academic growth means placement capabilities should be higher. Academic growth means are we looking for research quotient in them, like that. So until and unless you are not sure on the question, all your inputs are not helpful. Second thing, whatever inputs you guys gave, like talking to students, to be honest, a lot of times especially when I was also a student, and I think you guys also feel that we are not asked enough, right? A lot of time people feel हमने हमारो feedback નથી પૂછવામાં આવતો. Is it true or not? Students are not asked enough of what they want and what they are facing and a lot of other things. Okay, okay, right. Can we also say that sometimes, because this is coming from 16 years into engineering, right? I started 2004 with my diploma. Sometimes the students exactly don't know what they want. So it is better to offer them what is good for them rather than asking them and then ultimately again offering what is good for them, right? Because certain subjects, certain depth, yes, you might have heard with your cousins, your friends, your relatives that this is there in that field. You might have googled something, but you don't understand one thing, guys, that when we are talking about teaching, when we are talking about syllabus, when we are talking about exam patterns, you only know your side of the stories, right? But there are a lot of experienced people, there are a lot of people there who are deciding on the other side of it also. So why? Because they are doing data mining from both the sides. They know what students are facing, they know what faculties are facing, they know what industry wants, and when they collaborate that and come up with a new pattern, that is one which is interesting one. Getting it? Now next question which arises in, okay, can you elaborate, Victor? Can you just unmute and say? Because I'm understanding. If you want me to discuss, just unmute and speak up. So I would understand because this is quite confusing. Are you able to hear me, Victor? Right, so I don't know if this is audible. All right, so we'll discuss it out later because typing and reading and that would take a lot of time. And as I said, we need to be rushing at least till the mid semester. Okay, so again, the question in data mining is it similar to query processing where we write the query or the search algorithms? So the answer is big no, it is not the same because there is so much of data in there and we are looking for a lot of knowledge. So that is why we are working on data mining, and it is completely different from processing or query processing. Yes, there is a concept of query processing in the warehouse, but the warehouse queries are different to the databases. Warehouse queries are different to the, the queries we used to fire in the even the programs to search the data. And I'll tell that once we start the third or the fourth unit different, right? So the question arises is why is data mining so important? So as I said yesterday, also we have so much of you know terabytes and petabytes of data available, and we can use that for depending of what sort of analysis you do. The sources of data are listed here. I think most of you have all of them there, right? In your forte where you are on social media, some way or the other you are buying on e-commerce, government has your online records, education system has your online records, your Aadhaar cards, your bank transactions, your social media blogs, right? You watching news online, and a lot of days nowadays I think Netflix on Prime are also something which comes as in the one more parameter here as an entertainment, right? So you can imagine so much of data is generated there, your preferences, your liking, and sometimes I think एक कहावत है that nowadays Mark Zuckerberg knows you more than your parents and the friends. So I think that is true, right? Yes or no, guys? He knows more about you than your and your friends. Yes, so everybody is agreeing completely because you know it, right? On social media, your activities, your communication, your likings, dislikes, everything is there. Many of the closest friends don't know that. So now let's talk on the difference which we in the first slide. Yes, we gave all the info. You would be surprised in my family, whole of the family, my mom, dad, my brother, everybody. I'm the only one who has a social media account. In fact, not only social media account, I'm the only one who has some online accounts. My brother, my does not have online banking accounts. They do not use or buy anything from online e-commerce. I myself don't have any e-commerce account, not on Flipkart, Amazon, nothing, right? Because you have studied cybersecurity, you have studied data mining, you have studied computer networks. You know nothing is safe. So try to have as low as possible, low key, and then you might be saved a bit. Yes, so the difference between searching and querying. So data mining is not searching or it's not even querying. Some similar features are there in here. So if you want to take a screenshot of this, you can because this is difference between data mining and querying or difference between data mining and searching. So if somebody asks you, even in the interviews or somewhere, you can refer to this kind of things. And you have a good option. You can take a screenshot. You don't need to write. So data mining is applied on various forms of data. So we will come to there that data is not of one type. Data is not coming from one source. They are coming from multiple sources, multiple types, right? Sometimes the results or the patterns are not even known. So we don't know what are we expecting. This is applied in space science. This is applied in healthcare. This is applied in all the different domains which are there. So we don't know what are we expecting. And same way, it took so many years, but finally using the machine learning data mining calculation, we could find out black hole, right? So we were not knowing it. Where is it? And additional task which comes in here is, data pre-processing, which allows the data mining results to be effective. As we have discussed yesterday, the data mining is as good as the data. If data is not appropriate, if your data is not accurate, and if your data is not consistent, then your results would not never be consistent. All right. So this is the key difference between the data mining and the query processing or searching. Now the question which I said, applications of data or what can be data mining be used for? So data mining is a wide variety of domain. You don't know exactly how many domains actually we can apply data mining in, right? If you just sit back and think where are the places about which we can have data, all those places where we have the data about data mining, right? But in a simpler way, we have listed out few. So a quick discussion on that. So applications of data mining are wide and diverse, as I said. Initially, it only started as a technique and method for finding interesting patterns among the statistical data, right? Now it acts as a base to machine learning because whatever patterns we find, we give it to machine learning. The machine learns, and on the basis of that, it also acts as in base to AI applications. Why? More it learns, more it finds out, it actually helps in the AI and machine learning, right? And as we listed here, healthcare, or you can say medical field, is one of the primary applications research happening across right now, because they can't go and find out all different kinds of corona COVID-19 cases. So what they do is they seek the data, they seek the spread, they see the common symptoms across the world and are trying to work on the vaccine, and similarly on cancer, on TB, on a lot of other diseases. Then e-commerce is thing which is a huge application of data mining. All the products which you are getting into the account, all the influencer marketing ideas, all the lifestyle changes suggested are ultimately part of e-commerce. Web page analysis, the search results effective away. So whatever you are getting in the search, something which is having the background of data mining. Predictions in the stock market, predictions in the weather. Today I think it's I don't know about you guys, it's here at my home, it's raining cats and dogs like since morning. It's so heavy rain that I was even expecting that I might have a power failure, and I have a power failure, but luckily I charged my, so this lecture will work. So predicting the weather, predicting the environmental changes, everything is part of data mining. Any other application you can think of other than this, which are very important data mining applications? તમને લાગતું હોય કે this particular thing has data mining or uh, I think people are already doing it, so we can't be saying that arm license is required or not. Nowadays, whatever you see on media, it's the word has come up, media trials. Media trials are nothing but fake or real, whatever data mining it is. Coins, yes. Cricket betting, yes. In fact, Deep, you can write the word sports betting, because every sports they are doing it. And in some countries, in fact, it is also legal, just like stock. Krishnaraj said Bitcoin. That is correct. Bitcoin is actually doing a lot of data mining. A lot of people are still unaware what exactly Bitcoin is. Any other applications, guys? Okay, dark web. Just the web, you can say, Krishna, because web itself has become dark quite a bit. So there's a lot of data mining in the web. Yes, online games. In fact, recently, if you read your favorite game, mobile game, that PUBG, whatever you call, they are saying that we analyze the patterns and accordingly devise the new further game rounds and other things. So online games are doing it. AdSense is doing it. Has been doing it for a very long time. Yes, yes. Different offers also. Well, assistance. They are great example of machine learning come data mining, because machine learning is very less there. They are more of data mining, stored whatever comes. Online shopping is there on the screen also picture. So I was looking for some other examples. And these are just 5 7 people talking. What about others, guys? It might happen that I might not see you. Application. Can you just elaborate, Bansi? Guys, everybody needs to talk. Come on. These are easier questions which I'm asking. Okay, I feel uh, typing is something which is taking a lot of time. That's why. All right, no worries. So let's move further. So now the question arises, what are the kinds of data or types of data you can mine on, right? So just give me one moment. Let me share one. Right, check this out. You will come to know on the screen also it is there, but an elaborated version. So what types of data we can mine? Because when we talk about data mining, when we talk about, the base to data mining is data, it comes from several sources, right? When I say several sources, it is relational databases, the normal databases which you see. Then there are data warehouses where we combine all types of data. Certain data such as Walmart or other places, we have transactional databases which are updated live, right? Or stock market also. We have sensors data in different places, and a lot of other types of data such as graphs, reviews, tweets, images, etc. Even hashtags. So check out this link for 2 minutes if you can, and find out what different types of data we have, right? So once you read that out, I think 2.5 minutes, and acknowledge me back so we can start our discussion, because I've given an elaborated blog on that particular thing for you guys. So I'm waiting for your uh, ROLAP is relational OLAP. OLAP is online analytical processing model. When we have relational, data in OLAP, then it is known as ROLAP. We will come to the warehouse. Okay, just go through it quickly and then acknowledge so I can resume the discussion. All right, other people. Okay, so I believe this comes for most of the people. Right. So you understood what are the different types of data in the scenario. And આ બધા data ઉપર when we are trying to perform data mining, the biggest challenge is how to fire queries. What are we seeking? So that is why I told you earlier that we need to do data processing or data pre-processing so that all the data comes up into a same format, right? So you're understanding that this different types of data are there and we want to perform data mining, then we need to get them into one understandable format or one understandable form. And that is what data pre-processing does. So that are the things which we have to discuss in here. So this, when it comes to the final exam, this is a very 6 marks question or 8 mark question. What are the major issues in data mining, right? So we are the first thing is what we saw in the last screen, that we have a wide diversity of data types. We have data which is coming from relational data. We have the data which is coming from you know OLAP or warehouses. We have the data coming from transaction processing. We have data of sensors, so many things. Even as I said, nowadays we are generating a lot of data from our phone also, so they might be actually in a different format. So covering those issues or maintaining that diversity and still coming appropriate understanding of the data is a major task. So this kind of question can be asked in MCQ in MedSem also. So they might give you option as in what are the major issues in data, and you might have to select the correct one, or which of these is not an issue in data mining, and then we might actually put it that way. Correct. So you need to think about it, understand it properly, and then select the options. Next up is efficiency and scalability. Now, let me ask another question to connect with this. How many of you have 16 GB RAM in your laptop or computer at your home? 16 GB RAM at the laptop or computer. Okay, one. All right. Thank you, Krishnaraj, to at least acknowledge. Thank you, Victor. All right. How many of you have 4 GB of RAM? Minimum 4 GB. Okay, okay, okay. All right. So now many people have it. So now my question: if there is 4 GB, there is 8 GB, and there is 16 GB, which one will perform better? All right. Thank you, my wonderful engineers. But I did not tell you what application I'm talking about. If I'm talking about simple word processing, I think all three of the RAM will perform almost the same. There won't be any difference because the RAM application comes into picture only when there is more data to be loaded in the RAM. Yes or no? Yes, Victor, you want to add up something? Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yes. So again, efficiency, yes, it depends on the processor, but again, as I said, if it is a basic paint application, web browsing, or some other things, so yes, size of the software, the size of the data which that particular software is performing, the the hard disk communication speeds, right? So many parameters. Suddenly, you guys are realizing. So that very thing you should have said when I asked you which one will perform better. So that's what I'm saying. That efficiency and scalability, the parameter, are very challenging in data mining. So when I say efficiency, when you search in Google, let's say major issues in data mining, you write this. So there will be a lot of results coming up in your Google. Those results will be loaded within, if you have very good internet speed, within 0.00 to 0.01 second or something. If it has average speed, it still would be loaded around 0. 0.1 second maximum. Correct. So my point is, those results are not the efficiency of the Google. Those results are efficiency of information retrieval. But if it comes to data mining, what is the efficiency? How large amount of data Google is processing in its servers. And that is why good application is the one where most of the processing is done on the servers. Why? Because that reduces the load on the user. Yes, so again, that discussion is endless when we add all the parameters into account. But only case when we see efficiency is when we have a large amount of data. Otherwise, operating system, cache memory, RAM, processor, graphics card, SSD, everything is irrelevant unless we have a very large amount of data which we need to process. Agreed or not? For small processing, those parameters correct. So that is why the biggest issue in data mining is also scalability. When we are talking about in the earlier slide, petabytes and zettabytes and terabytes of data, right? So then the efficiency comes into picture. Why? Because there's no point on calculating something which would take light years. It is only efficient if you can calculate something within a given time. For example, like Victor and Hardik wants to buy some stock market shares, correct? And if they get some tips, tips are the messages which comes. You should buy this and that. If the tips comes 2 day late, is it worthy? You're supposed to buy the share today, and you are getting it 2 days late. Is it worthy? No, right? So that is because all the calculations have to be done today morning, 9 o'clock, 9:30, whenever the stock market bell rings. Before that, you should get a message. As soon as this is announced that stock market is open, you should be buy it. Otherwise, those calculation after 2 days might actually backfire big time. So there, the efficiency is an parameter. It'll jaldi pattern analyze kariye, and on the basis of that, we should be able to decide. Next is Victor. We will discuss this in computer organization and architecture, or maybe operating system, right? Because the point, because that doesn't help us much in this particular subject, right? So we will discuss that particular thing somewhere in the revision session somewhere. Clear, guys? Okay. So the next point, yeah. The next point is user interaction. Now, the biggest challenge which you guys are facing in this online learning, which you're seeing right now, is the interaction, right? I'm not able to see you guys. You're not able to see me. That physical connect, eye to eye contact is missing. The energy levels, some people complained, in the earlier sessions when we were discussing this example, that energy levels go down at a point because, we are not seeing, we are only seeing the screen. So in order to manage that, we need a good user interaction in the system. Plus, when we talk about the data mining, it is very important that whatever results are coming on the screen are understandable, because they graphs and 100 numbers, that doesn't help you in decision making. You want to have decision making in the stock market saying buy for 49 rupees, sell for 102 rupees, like this. You don't want if it is 102 plus the other share is 407, and also if it is this time of the month, then you should buy. Then you're not going to use that decision making. So user interaction has to be, the user can put on query, the results can be coming in a simpler, understandable form, and that if it is not happening, it's a huge issue in data mining. Getting it, guys? Okay, wonderful. Let's do names because I'm not seeing. Kishanji Parma, you are understanding? Meet Panchal, Nayan Miyatra, then Sayog, all of you are understanding what we are discussing? All right, then please take the courage to type it out. I told you to use that Excel sheet, right? Then Utsav, Simshwari, Varun, everybody. I hope you are all awake. Still, I'm mentioning the names and people aren't replying. Should I consider them? They have put it aside and not listening to me. All right, no worries. So next up is data mining comes with so many methods. There is regression, there is classification, there is prediction, there is association. Even in the classification, we got so many algorithms. So which one to be choosing it? Because so many methods can actually confuse you. Checking which has the more efficiency, more accuracy is a challenge. Getting those into a efficient, scalable time is also a challenge. And then finally, Lord, last point is what Victor said: data mining and the society. Should we be doing data mining everywhere? There is a lot of question on that. In fact, Facebook Employees Union once said that they want to boycott certain functionalities from the Facebook. So within the Facebook and Facebook Union, they are having this discussion on a regular basis. They want to stop certain analysis which Facebook is doing for the effectiveness or betterment of the society. Yes or no, Victor? We should stop it. All right. Other people? Yash, Yatri, Yash, Rutvik, a lot of people I'm not seeing much. All right. So you understood what are the major data mining, right? So this is the this particular topic, which is introduction to data mining. What is data mining? Issues in data mining. So in next lecture, continue forward with the different classification of the systems, right? We'll also discuss on various applications in little bit detail. And this particular video which I've discussed in here, which lecture is in here. So I've recorded that thing also. So whenever you get time, try to spare some time and watch it so you can do the revision also. Any questions for? Okay, no worries. I think nowadays Google itself is facing a lot of problems their application, probably because we Indians have loaded our work onto the Google products. Yesterday, Gmail was, Drive was, YouTube was all facing so many problems. It wasn't again efficiency, scalability issue. I can say deep because if there are 100 billion people working on some product, even if you're Google, we can hang you up, right? So this is the link. Yes, Heath, you're right. This is the link to today's discussion. You can spare some time and watch it whenever you get. Just save it as somewhere so you can revise it by the end of the day, or even before tomorrow the lecture comes. You can revise so we can have an effective discussion. Any questions, any queries on your part? Any doubts? Not for now. Okay. This is a new terminology I have learned in online classes. Every class where I ask, they say not for now. It can arise some. I don't know when it is because never have I got the questions or anything where I had to talk to students. No worries. Let's do the most important task for the day if there are no doubts, right? And then I have certain things to be given to you as far as reading is concerned and preparation is concerned. So should the most important task. Yes, Victor, the attendance. So please type your numbers in the chat ready. I'll just ask you whenever I speak your name, make sure you enter it, or whenever I speak your number, you put it enter. Don't do it before that. Ubiquities. Okay, 10, 23, 3. Okay, 4, 5, 6. Okay, just 1 minute. 10, 13, 16. Guys, take your time. Let order maintain. 17, 19, 23. 17 is not there. Anjali was there, I think. Okay, type in there. How would I know? Okay, 17, 19, 23. Okay, 24, 25, 26. Okay, 27, 28, 29. 31, 32, 33. Okay, 34, 38. Let the order be maintained, guys. 39, 41, 43. All right. 44, 45, 46. 47, 49, 50. Okay. 50. Okay. 57. Yeah. 58, 59. Okay. 60, 62. 5, 6, 8, 9. 7, 0, 7, 1. Okay. 2, 3. 4, 5. Sorry. 4, 6. Okay. 7, 8. 81. 84. 86. 87. 93. 94. 5. 1. 3. All right. I think this should be it. Yeah. All right. Let us pause. Yeah, yeah. Just 1 minute, Victor. Let me pause the recording so I can upload it.